All right, welcome everybody to the Team Reactive question and answer hangout tonight. My name is Paul Tyra, and I'm joined by Triple Diamond Executive and Mama Molecule, Sue Brenchley tonight. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you.
All right, and also with Jake Story at corporate there. He is, Jake, give me your official title.
Inside Sales Representative.
Inside Sales Representative. We just call him Superstar. So welcome to the call, Jake. Just in case we need something beyond moral support, we called on Jake to be with us this night. Question and answer hangout tonight. So let me actually bear with me for 1 second because I do have to pause that so we don't get echo. So tonight we've got a lot of great questions, and I want to jump right into it here. I'm going to scroll down my question list, and again, to submit questions, you can go to trhangout.com, which you're at right now, and if you scroll down though, there's a comment section. Now we've got quite a few, so we'll answer as many as we can in our little bit of the time that we're allotted. But you can scroll down there, and if we don't get them this week, throughout the whole week, go ahead and post your questions. We're going to do another one on Saturday morning, bright and early, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Same place you would come to, trhangout.com, and we'll make sure to get those answered. 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. on the East Coast. Okay, the first question, I'm just going to go right up sequentially. So again, if you want to ask a question, the earlier you do it, the more likely it is we'll be able to answer them here live on air. The first question that came in is from Florencio Lavadia, also known as Flo. I know you're going out there, Flo. He asked, can you explain the new Fast Track program? Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about a little bit later down the hangout here, because we did get another question on that, so I'll do some clarification when we talk about bonus and qualification eligibility. But yes, thanks for that question. That will be covered tonight. The next one is from Betty Ann Mirabella Yates, and she says hi Paul, I don't understand all the double fast start bonus details, and with all the possible startup options, how does that work? For example, how does the doubling apply to larger enrollment packs? Also, do the tubitos and the brochures come each month as well as enrollment, or just one time? So she says, I know that's not exactly compensation, but I need to ask. It actually is. I mean, of course, the Fast Start bonuses are part of the compensation plan, and with regards to the promotion, we can do some clarification. I'm going to go ahead and, just so I don't hog the mic here, throw it over to Sue, give some of your feedback on there, and maybe Jake might have some input as well. But Sue, what's your, you have can you shed some light on this for us?
Well, on the this is a temporary right now promotion, so this is not forever. But as long as the promotion is running, these are going to be available. What you do have to do is you need to make sure that you have a normal 100-point auto ship. We recommend one case, and then you do the 2-tube plus package. So you'll notice that when you go to sign up for it, it actually says it's out to the side that you get the free sample extension. So you're doing one case, 2 tubes, and you're getting 6 of the little baby tubes and 6 brochures every time that particular SKU sends out. Now, I did call and confirm that you can do one case, and then you can increase and get 2 of those. So it's actually getting 4 tubes and 12 samples as well. My understanding was at one point in time there was going to be a limit that we could only get 2 a month, but I haven't gone to find out if we can get more than 2. But I know we can get 2 a month, and for as long as this promotion lasts. And then hopefully when the deadline is here, a lot of times you'll notice that we extend something that is working. So as long as this is working, there's a good chance that maybe we can go get it extended.
Super, super. So I was told that it was a limit of 2 to be able to get
that's what I was told.
per month. Oh, Jake, is that?
Yes, that's accurate. There is a limit of 2 per month.
Okay. Super. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen real quick and kind of show everyone where you need to go to do that. So let me go ahead and put my desktop up here. Flip over. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm in the test account login, and so for everyone, what we're talking about is if you go over here to My Business, and you go to Manage Auto Ship right there, Manage Auto Ship, and you click on that, and you wait, and you wait. No, I'm just kidding. Then you click on that.
Something about that.
No, I've got video and all this other stuff going on, so it's probably slowing down. But right there, if you don't have an auto ship, or it would say modify your, if you can edit one of your auto ships if there was one present, I'm going to click on create a new auto ship order. And then you select where your market is, etc. And say here, United States. And then here is where you would select. So like Sue was mentioning, you got to have at least one full case of product, and then you can add 2 tubes of Renu 28. There is one here, okay? Well, let's say you had a case of ASEA bottles or pouches. You can do it with either one, okay? You want to make sure you add, if you drop down, there is one that says 2 tubes Renu 28 plus giveaway pack, okay? 2 tubes Renu 28 plus giveaway pack. So as long as you have a 1 here and a 1 here, you're good to go. And from what we've been communicated, that as long as shipping sees that there's at least 1 case and 2 tubes, they're going to send you the giveaway pack. But just to be sure, go ahead and select that giveaway pack. But is that correct, Jake? In that as long as they have 1 full case of bottles and 2 tubes of Renu 28, they will get that giveaway pack when their next auto ship processes?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. That's where you would do it, again, in your new EVO, Enhanced Virtual Office, under My Business, under Manage Auto Ship. Okay, let's go ahead and take another question. Present to everyone. Come back from the outer space there. All right. The next question from Lorianne Prado says, the director bonus, is it 14 business days, or are the weekends included? Why don't I go and pass it to Jake for that one?
So we do say 14 business days, but it is 2 full commission periods. So how that ends up working is, today's Thursday, and if I were to enroll somebody today, I would have 14 days from tomorrow, because that's going to be 2 business days, right? So I would technically today get 15 days. So you can see that if you enroll people early on in the week, you do get those extended days, but it is 2 full commission weeks after the week you enrolled your individual.
Super. So, because again, as a refresher for some of the new folks, our commission week ends at midnight Eastern time, Friday, every week, midnight Eastern time. So that's why Jake's referring to tomorrow. By the end of the day, that would be the end of the week. So if you sign someone up on Saturday, they'd have the longest amount of time to be able to get their director bonus. But I encourage you not to hold any applications, okay? Because you might encourage that same behavior. So just get people. 2 weeks is the worst case scenario, but everyone, I think, would agree that you should be able to get 2 people within your first 2 weeks. The next one is the double fast start bonus. It says, this is still Lorianne, my auto ship is set up for the end of the month, and I've added 2 Renu 28. Do I still qualify to receive the double fast start even before my auto ship goes out? Sue?
Yes, you do. Basically what it is the double fast start is actually connected to your BV. So as long as you have 150 BV or more in any order, that will qualify you for the fast start. Now the fast start, the double fast start portion, is not going to pay out until, what is it, August, Jake?
August 7th.
Okay, so what's going to happen is this is a monthly thing where as long as you've got this month, the 150 BV for this month should qualify you for the double fast start. Am I right, Jake?
That's correct.
So,
awesome.
so what's going to happen is you're going to get your normal fast start bonuses, okay,
right,
as we go along. However, the double portion of it, of the bonus, that will be put into an account, and on, like Jake said, in August when they do the run, they're going to look back and verify that you were on auto ship during the period. So like is mentioned here, if you just change it right now, as long as it processes in your next auto ship, you're still eligible, okay? And then you'll get those extra bonuses at that time. Is it anybody?
Perfect.
Is that accurate? Okay, good, fantastic. All right. Next one, we have someone named Terry Malmed.
Terry has a question.
Yeah, great.
She's here to answer her own question.
I know she probably knows the answer, but she probably is doing this for the benefit of the whole. So she says, do we need to have our 2 enrollments on 2 tubes of Renew 28 to earn the director bonus? Oh, and actually, Dr. Foster, masking himself under the name Terry Malmed, okay, is answering that. Okay, and Jake, what say you to that?
What was the question again?
Do we have to have our 2 new enrollments? Do they have to also be on 2 tubes of Renew 28 to earn the director bonus?
They have to be active, so they would have to generate at least 100 points.
Good, super. So I think there was, because there's so many like promotions and requirements, you know, with New Total Health and all these other things, I think some people might have misinterpreted that the 2 people, the 2 initial enrollments have to be on the Total Health 150 to be eligible for them to receive the director bonus, and that's not the case. As long as they're active and they do it within 14 days, they're good to go. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Fantastic. All right. Thanks, Dr. Foster. Next, we have, and as my screen's refreshing here, Monica Shander. She is, and I hope she was able to stay awake because she's in Norway or something. What did she say she's in? She said she's going to try to stay awake in Norway, yes. She said, can you please explain the executive momentum pool? If your lifetime rank is gold but paid as a bronze or silver, do you have to wait until you are gold 2 times before you are in the pool? Sue, you want to grab that one?
Yes, you do. Whatever your lifetime rank is, the second that you hit 2 times at that lifetime rank, that is going to trigger that opening of that pool.
Okay, and I want to point out too here that lifetime rank, whatever your lifetime rank was as of January 2nd, okay, you can qualify or participate in that pool. So, Monica, if you're saying you've been a gold since, you know, and prior to January 2nd, that was your highest lifetime rank, you can still participate in the gold pool, okay? When you hit gold again for 2 consecutive times. You have until the end of this year to be able to do that. Now, if you don't do it by the end of the year, then you won't participate in the gold pool, but then you can shoot for the platinum pool. And this applies to all of the lower ranks as well, the bronzes and the silvers as well.
And then, Paul, while we're talking about this particular one, she's talking about the fact that if you've hit gold, that's your lifetime rank, that's where you were before January 2nd, and now you're bronze. You know, you can't participate in the bronze or the silver pool. You have to get back to your lifetime rank by January 1st in order to access those pools, but we can't go back and pay on the ranks that you've already passed.
Correct. Jake, you have anything else you think you might want to add?
No, you guys nailed it on the head. That was perfect.
Okay, super. So it is great that you know. So there was some concern of people, like let's say you were gold or platinum, that you would, or let's say a gold rather, that you would only be able to participate in the platinum pool. But the company is saying no. If you just hit whatever your lifetime rank was as of January 2nd, then you'll be able to participate in that pool. Now, here's something kind of neat. Let's say you were a bronze as of January 2nd. And let's say you've been running hard and you reach the rank of gold. Okay, you will be able to participate in the bronze pool. Okay,
yes.
So you will get bronze. You will get the gold pool shares, but you'll get the entire life of the bronze pool, and then the entire life of the silver pool if you're still qualifying. You know, at gold, you'll get that whatever level you are above silver. Okay, and so you're going to get, in other words, you'll be able to participate, and it will give you a huge advantage. And if you qualify as platinum later, you'll get the platinums right away for that extended amount of time as well. So there's really no need or concern that you should have anyone trying to run as fast as they can, because they're going to get higher levels of shares in those pools for a longer period of time. Okay, and we'll share a little bit more slides when I do like the fast start illustration a little bit later, and that should hopefully glue things all together here.
Now, one thing, Paul, just before we move on to the next question, one thing that's kind of cool, like I've got somebody who January 2nd was bronze, the next week turned silver. So now they get the bronze pool, but if they're maintaining their silver, they actually get paid at the silver level through the bronze pool.
Correct. That's what I was mentioning too. And no matter if they get all the way to platinum, they'll still be in those bronze weeks or silver weeks, be able to continue to extend the amount of time that they're getting paid at those higher levels. So that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Barb J. Roberts says that she signed up an associate on April 26th, just before convention, with 1 case of ASEA and 1 tube of Renu. If she's asking if she can get her to change her auto ship to 1 case of ASEA and 2 tubes of Renu, will that count for the double bonus, or did I mess myself up by not waiting till after convention to sign her up? I debated doing that because I figured there would be some good deals, but she was so excited I didn't want that to get cold. So let me go ahead and pass that one over to Jake Story.
Yeah, so unfortunately in a situation like that, you would miss out on, but you could still benefit by having her bump it up to 2 tubes, and she could get on that 150 health pack, and she could get the sample tubes as well. So there is a benefit she could still participate in by adding that extra tube of Renu, but in terms of receiving that double bonus, you will miss out on that double bonus in that situation.
Okay, thanks so much. Okay, next, from someone named Pilar Labriola. Let's see. Hope I'm pronouncing her last name properly. It says, hi, Paul. Can you go over the time frames you would need to hit in order to get the 1.5x bonus payouts for the executive leadership pool? Thank you. Sure, let's do that. All right, I'm going to share my screen again real quick here, and I've got some slides. Let me grab okay. Here is the executive momentum pool slides. Are you guys able to see my slides, my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Super duper. Okay, now I'm wondering why I'm getting a little bit of a echo here. Okay. So what we have here is that if you are, is that me? Let me verify that's not me. I didn't come off of mute here. Window, or I didn't. Let's see. Nope, I'm still frozen. It shouldn't be me. If you guys want to mute your if you click on the top of your screen, there's a little microphone. Maybe mute, and maybe we're getting some echo from there. But basically, in the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum executive momentum pools, if you're moving faster, okay, we have what's called the executive momentum fast track. And let me cover it like this. You have to receive 1.5 times the amount of shares in the pool, a total of 34 weeks from enrollment to be eligible for that. Okay? So let's take a look here. Let me define the next one, which is silver. It's 44 weeks from enrollment, where you would get 1.5 times the shares if you get to silver. And then the 54 weeks from enrollment, which is up to gold, and then 74 weeks from enrollment would be from platinum, up to the rank of platinum. Okay? So let's take a look here to give you an example. Let's say you, in this period here, somewhere it looks like they haven't really defined this exact specific week in the slide, but somewhere toward the middle, you hit the rank of bronze 2 consecutive times. So from this thing, just eyeballing it, it's looking like maybe around week 16 or so, maybe. You hit it 2 consecutive times. For the remainder of the 34 weeks, okay, you would get 1.5 times the shares in the bronze pool. You'd be eligible. So it looks like here there would be 12. In this case, it went 12 weeks. The next 12 weeks, you get 1.5 times the shares. Okay. So, in order to get the total amount, okay, of the fast track bonus, you've got to hit it on. Must be hit by week 22 after the enrollment date to be able to get that. Because there would be because of the total of the bronze pool is the difference from 22 to 34, 12 weeks. Okay, so every pool has that. Now let me so let's say someone, for example, didn't qualify or become a bronze until later or toward the very end. They would still get 1.5 times the shares, but not for the entire amount of the 34 weeks of eligibility. It would stop. Okay, they get 1.5 times the shares there, but they would not get. They would just get the one, the amount of shares that they have for being a bronze for the remainder of that time. Okay, and that applies to. And look, so they did put normal shares there. Okay, so that applies to every. Let me get back here to every rank. I mean every executive pool level from bronze all the way through platinum. That's how that applies. You have a total amount of time that you can get the 1.5x, but in each category. And if you miss it or get to the end, you may not get the full amount, but you will get it during that time frame. And you guys have anything to add or any clarifying info for that?
No, I think that was great. I think you nailed it on the head.
Okay, I'm gonna really have to give credit to those slides that Justin did, because it is a little bit of a again it's going to take, I think, looking at it a couple of times to kind of get the feel of these pools and time frames. But to kind of help you understand it, explain the reasoning behind it. Okay, prior to this, we wanted to be able to reward someone significantly when they hit the rank of bronze or became a real bronze. And we know that if people qualify in 2 consecutive weeks as a bronze, they're pretty much, the majority of them are real bronzes, and they have a much higher percentage of success at continuing to qualify at bronze than someone who just hits it one time. We've got a lot of people out there that might have bought some extra product at the 11th hour and they hit bronze once and they never hit it again. But if someone does it for 2 consecutive weeks, then the likelihood is that they're pretty solid. We want to definitely reward those people, so we give them shares in a whole global pool. And again, because it's a little bit of a challenge, you don't want that many people, in the pool, because it dilutes the pool and it will reduce the value of the shares. Although it's kind of tough to say, because remember, there's more volume coming into the company as a whole, so it's still going to be, it still should be pretty healthy. So we wanted to really be able to move the needle. I mean, what if someone got a 20% raise or something prior to not having the pools? That's what we want to see. And so as we go through, and as you rank advanced to silver, once again, now you're getting more percentages or more shares in this pool. So you're getting a bigger piece of the pie, if you will, as well as gold and platinum. And platinum, really, it starts to go up, and the amount of reward, the higher you go up, starts to increase dramatically. When you hit platinum, I think your eyeballs might pop out, when you see the increase in your earnings. So that's the thing, and it incentivizes retention. It incentivizes you getting that rank week after week after week, so you get those shares. So that's really one of the first mechanisms. And then we also wanted to reward speed, because again, we took away a lot of the mechanisms for people who are saying, look, I want to work hard, I want to do this now, I want to do it faster, give me that racetrack. If I run faster than everybody else, do I get a reward? And we wanted to say, yes, here's what you get. And in the case of the fast track program now, you get 1.5 times the amount of someone else. And so hopefully that gets the the performers out there and the all of our superstars to be compensated for moving faster, rather than just say, you know what, maybe I'll start that next week, or maybe I'll wait until next month. The clock's ticking, and you're leaving money on the table basically, if you're not running as fast as you can. Okay, so hopefully that provides sheds a little bit of light on why they're there and why you need to learn all of these mechanisms. Okay, let's take a question here from Susan Jordan. It says, Paul, please, if I'm a silver, can you explain what I need to do to reach this pool and not drown? Sue, why don't you throw her a life vest?
A life raft?
Yeah.
We don't want anybody drowning in the pools.
Yes.
You know, if she is a silver, we want to make sure if she's qualifying every week right now, the second that this starts, she is in the pool. She's in the silver pool. Can't remember exactly. It's more than 12. What is it? 16 weeks.
Correct.
16 weeks in the silver pool.
14.
If she hits gold while she's in the silver pool, she's going to increase what she's making. So I think from a simplicity standpoint, everybody's just got to realize, what's the minimum rank I have to hit to maintain the pool? I want to get in the pool. I want to float in the pool. I want to make sure I hit as many weeks of that pool. And Paul, really, the reality is it's unusual. I want to create the right expectation. Most people are going to get in these pools, and then they're going to miss some weeks. But that's what's so fun and so incentivizing about these pools is you're going to know where you are. You're going to know what you need to do to maintain week after week in the pool so that your bonus check the next month. And again, this isn't weekly pay. You're getting paid the following month in these pools. But collectively, that is going to be some significant money. I can't wait to start seeing how these pools start paying out. When you look at a global pool, I remember, Paul, when we had the diamond pool.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of those paychecks were rather fun every week as we got that global share in everything that the company is doing. So what I'm so excited about these pools is, man, for 72 total weeks, you get to be in every single pool across all of this. This is the building time. That first 2 years is when we're so excited that you get that pool money to build until you get to the point where now you're up in those ranks, your check is solid, and now you're making sure that your team is getting in those pools. So don't worry, you're not going to drown. This is going to be fun. It's going to be motivating and incentivizing, and it's going to catch fire.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You know, we were looking at some of the projections, and you know, again, it could fluctuate or whatnot, but as some of the modeling and things they've done, I mean, it is really, really significant. Like I was saying, the higher up in the pools that you are, as you get to the gold and platinum, it starts to really increase dramatically. So the rewards for you going gold and platinum are going to be significant, and that's where you want to be anyways, because that's where, you know, it's really income changing, life changing, where you can, you know, most people when they're hitting in their solid gold, they're now doing this able to do this full time. They're able to have all of their monthly expenses taken care of and be able to focus more time. And like we say, if you can bake a dozen cookies, you can bake 1,000 dozen cookies, like Sue does every other week. but you can you can do that because not because you have 100 grandchildren, but you can do that because you have the recipe, right? And you know exactly what to do. Do it over and more of it. Okay.
Speaking of cookies, we're baking them tonight. My friends from Australia are still here, so we're having cookies tonight.
Oh man! So, you know, we got to figure out. The only thing we're missing on Hangouts is smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Yeah.
Or taste-o-vision. Maybe that's next.
Yeah, I'm hoping Sue's coming to corporate tomorrow.
Leftovers, yeah, leftovers or breakage. All right. Okay. I'm going to actually. This is a pretty good one, I think. Jake. To chime in on with regards to the 3% pool. We've got some guy named David Sarno out there, and he's asking about the 3% pool and really what that means, how it's calculated, and maybe Jake on that too. A clarification on the PGV3 would be good.
Okay, so the 3% pool, that's actually really awesome, and Sue kind of touched on this just a second ago when she was talking about the pools and what they could mean. And what you're looking at is that 3% is not just of the commissions getting paid back to associates, but that's of the total volume that comes in any individual week. So you're looking globally, worldwide, all 25 countries, every single bit of volume they put in 1 week, that's 3% dedicated to this executive bonus pool. So we're so excited about this. It is amazing. That is a large portion. And so to clarify a little bit what Paul was saying is that PGB3, if you look at your personal sponsorship tree, you can look at your individual levels, right? And it can go anywhere from 1 level if you've just started to 99 levels to beyond, so it's infinite. But what the PGV3 is all the volume that's accumulated in your personal sponsorship tree in your first, second, and third levels only. So we're just looking at that volume, and that's gonna play a role into the shares you're going to receive during this executive pool. So again, the 3% is amazing because it's of all the global volume in 1 week, and then the PGV3 is going to be all the volume calculated in your personal sponsorship through 3 levels.
Fantastic, fantastic. Sue, you have anything you want to chime in on that?
Nope, I was just making sure that we were going to talk about that. So just to equate that, if that week you have 1,000 points in your PGV3, you're going to get 1,000 points into 1,000 shares into the pool versus someone else who maybe only has 100 that week. They still qualified at bronze, but it's going to be significant to understand the dynamics of the fact that you're going to be rewarded based on your efforts. That somebody who isn't working as hard, you know, they're not going to come in and get the same shares as somebody who's working extremely hard. So the harder you work, and that's what's fun, is rewarding the right activity.
Agreed.
Correct. It is real exciting. And that activity, when you're talking about PGV3, what it really translates to, guys, is width. You know, the more people that you personally are enrolling and helping develop their leadership, the wider you go, the more volume that you have closer to you, because that's what's going to be calculated within the first 3 levels, and therefore, like Sue was mentioning, giving you more shares and more ability to get a bigger piece of that pie. Okay, I think we're right here on target and on time. We've got all the questions this week answered. Again, if we missed any, or if someone you know is asking questions, we're going to do this again Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and of course that would equate to 1 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast. So be sure to come right back here again at any time. Start typing your questions in the comments thread below here that you see, and we'll love to get them answered live. This recording will also be available right here. So if you said, "Hey, that was great. I wish my friend could have heard that," or one of my associates in this other place, or they're sleeping right now, it's in the middle of their night, go ahead and send them right back here, because as soon as we're done, within just a couple of minutes, it'll be available to watch immediately. Okay, thanks everyone. I want to thank my special co-host this evening, Sue Brenchley and Jake Story. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, and we will see you again on the next TR Hangout, and look forward to seeing you and hearing you on all the conference calls and webinars, and Hangouts next week. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.